Welcome to all. Today we are going to discuss about the chemistry of the fats and oils. So let us start with the topic. So first is what is lipids? So lipids is nothing but it is a heterogeneous group of the compounds. So why it is called heterogeneous group of compound? Because of lipids is not only contain fats and waxes and oil. Apart from that, there it also contains some other groups, other constitute like protein part, some carbohydrate, sugar part. So that's why it is called heterogeneous group of compound, and these lipids are more related to physical property compared to their chemical property. If we check the solubility of the lipids, so it is relatively insoluble in waters. Okay, so why lipids are water insoluble? So let us take an example of simple oil. Okay, whatever oil that we are use in cooking purpose. So if you pour a one drop of the oil in water, so it is floating on the water. It is not easily soluble because it is a non-polar in nature, and water is a polar in nature. So that's why oil, fats, waxes, which is water insoluble. So in which solvent it is soluble? So generally fats, oil and waxes are soluble in non-polar solvents such as ether as well as the chloroform. Apart from that, there are also some non-polar solvent like fatty ethers, benzene, toluene. So this is a solubility aspect of the lipids. Let us discuss various functions of the lipids in our body. So first function is it is act as a storage form of the energy. Okay, so whatever the lipids is there in our body, so it is called storage form of energy. It is also important dietary components because of their high energy value, and also because of fat soluble vitamins are also there, and some essential fatty acids also contained in the fat of the natural foods. It is a structural component of various biomembrane in our body. It serves as a thermal insulator in the subcutaneous tissues around certain organs. It is also serve as a non-polar lipid, act as an electrical insulator and allowing the rapid propagation of the depolarization wave along with the myelinated nerves. It provides a shape and contour of our body. It acts as a metabolic regulators, and the combination of the lipid and protein are called the lipoprotein. It is important cellular constitutes, and both are occurred in the cell membrane and in the mitochondria, and that is also serve as a transporting lipids in the bloods. Next is a classification of the lipid. So lipid basically divided into the four class. First is a simple lipid, so which consists of the fat, oil and waxes. Next is a complex lipid which consists of the phospholipid, glycolipid, lipoprotein and other complex lipids. Derived lipid, that means vitamins, steroids, hormone and various hydrocarbon which are comes under derived lipids. Miscellaneous class of lipids like carotenoids, squalene, and terpenes. These all are comes under the miscellaneous class of the lipids. So it is a very important for various competitive examination as well as the routine examinations. So in exam like fats and oils comes under which types of the lipids. So it is a simple lipid. Same way phospholipid is comes under which kind of lipid? So it is a complex lipid. Same way vitamin, steroid, hormone comes under which kind of the lipid? So it is a derived lipid. And carotenoids, squalene, various terpenoids, which is comes under miscellaneous class of lipid. Now let us discuss each in details. First is a simple lipid. So what do you mean by simple lipid? So it is nothing but ester of the fatty acid with various alcohol. So how simple lipid is formed, or what chemically it is? So chemically it is ester of fatty acid with alcohol. So as you all know that acid, that means carboxylic acid group is present in alcohol, OH group is there. So both are react together to form a ester functional group. So simple lipid are nothing but ester of fatty acid with various alcohol. Let us discuss the example. So fats and oil. So fat is a ester of fatty acid with glycerol, which is called as alcohol, and oils are also fats in liquid state. Hexes means ester of the fatty acid with high molecular weight monohydric long chain alcohol. Okay, high molecular weight, that means it contain more than 10 carbon. With monohydric means single hydroxyl group present, which is called high molecular weight monohydric long chain alcohol. Example is cetyl alcohol. It contains 16 carbon chain, and this is the structure of the cetyl alcohol. Total 16 carbon are there with one hydroxy group, so which is called monohydric high molecular weight long chain alcohol. So this is about simple lipid. Now let us talk about the complex lipid. So as name indicate, complex lipid, so apart from ester of fatty acid, it contain some alcohol or some fatty acid part. Apart from that, it also contain carbohydrate, protein, phosphoric acid and nitrogenous base. So that's why it is called complex lipid. Apart from fatty acid and alcohol, it contain carbohydrate, protein, phosphoric acid and nitrogenous base. So in complex lipid, first example is phospholipid. So as name indicate, phospho plus lipids. So lipid contain in addition of the fatty acid and alcohol a phosphoric acid residue, frequently having a nitrogen containing bases and other substituent. So for example, glycerophospholipids. Okay, so the alcohol in glycerophospholipid is glycerol. Example are cephalin, lecithin are called glycerophospholipids. So this is a structure of the lecithin. This is a structure of the cephalin. Okay, now this part is called glycerol, alcoholic part. This is a non-polar fatty acid. So totally it contains 16 carbon chain. Okay. So 14, it's a methylene group. CH2 group is called methylene. 15, that means a methyl group, and carbonyl carbon, which is called 16. So total 16 carbon chain are there at carbon number 1 and 2 of the glycerol. Third carbon of the glycerol, where phosphoric acid group is there and which is attached with the nitrogenous base, which is called choline. Okay, so in lecithin and in cephalin, what are the changes? So changes is at nitrogenous base. In lecithin, choline base is present. In cephalin, ethanolamine base is present. So this is the difference between cephalin and lecithin, and both are called glycerophospholipid, while alcoholic part is called glycerol. And next is a sphingospholipids, where alcohol is a sphingosine. Okay. So in this slide, we will be discussing about the various structures. So this is a sphingosine, just like a glycerol. In sphingophospholipid, whatever the basic alcoholic skeleton present, which is called sphingosines. So on sphingosine, suppose here if there is a fatty acid residue is attached, then it is called ceramide. Sphingomyelin, that means there are two different types of the sphingomyelin. So one where phosphocholine group is attached at first number of the hydroxyl group. If phosphoethanolamine group is attached on first number of the uh, alcoholic group, hydroxyl group. So both are the structure of sphingomyelin, where this nitrogenous base is differ in both the structures. Next is a cerebrosides and gangliosides. So let us discuss the structure of the cerebroside and gangliosides. So sphingosine backbone is common in both the structures. On first hydroxyl group, sugar residue is attached. One sugar residue is attached, which is called cerebrosides. On in gangliosides, here oligosaccharides residue is there. Oligosaccharides means more than one sugar molecules attached by glycosidic linkage. So this oxygen is called glycosidic linkage. This is also called glycosidic linkage. This is also called glycosidic linkage. And one of the sugar molecule is attached with the sialic acids. Now what is sialic acid? So it is class of the alpha keto acid sugar containing 9 carbon backbone. So whole is considered as a 9 carbon backbone which is containing alpha keto acid sugar. So which is called sialic acid. Now glycosphingolipids, so structure we already discussed. So lipid containing fatty acids, sphingosine which is the alcoholic part and carbohydrate part. The alcohol here is a sphingosine, hence they are called glycosphingolipid. Glyco means sugar, sphingosine that means alcoholic part, and it is a part of the lipids. So glycerol and phosphate are absent in glycosphingolipids. Example are cerebrosides and gangliosides. So as we discussed here, cerebroside and gangliosides. So glycerol part is absent and phosphoric acid is also absent, while in sphingomyelin it is present. So glycerol and phosphates are absent in cerebroside and ganglioside, which is a part of the glycosphingolipids as well as the glycolipids. Next is a lipoprotein. So as name indicate, it is a macromolecular complex of lipids with the protein which is called lipoproteins and other complex lipids such as sulfolipids and aminolipids. So these four are the called complex lipids. So first is a phospholipid, glycolipid, lipoproteins and other complex lipid. Now next is a precursor and derived lipid. So it is obtained by the hydrolysis of the simple and derived lipids. So after hydrolysis, whatever the lipids we are getting, which is called simple precursor as well as the derived lipids, those are fatty acids, glycerol. So ester, generally lipids and fats are in ester form. So once it is hydrolyzed, it is converted into the fatty acid and alcohol. So here fatty acid and glycerol. Some steroids are comes under precursor and derived lipids, other alcohol, fatty aldehyde, ketone bodies, hydrocarbon and lipid soluble vitamins and certain hormones are considered as a precursor as well as the derived lipid. And miscellaneous lipid is also called characteristic lipids. Certain lipids like carotenoids, squalene, hydrocarbons such as pentacosane in beeswax, certain terpenoids. So why it is called characteristic lipids? Because such kind of lipids having a characteristic smell, odor as well as the color. So due to that it is called characteristic lipid. So in exam, the questions like which of the following is characteristic lipids? Various options are given, so you have to find out which is the correct answer. So carotenoids, squalene, hydrocarbon, and pentocosane are characteristic lipid. Now let us start with the chemistry of the fatty acids. So fatty acids are nothing but aliphatic carboxylic acids. What is fatty acid? It is nothing but aliphatic carboxylic acid. It having a general formula RCH2, N means number of the carbon atom, COOH. They occur mainly as a ester in the natural fats and oil, but do occur in unesterified form, free fatty acid, a transport form found in the plasma. So in generally plasma, it is available as a free fatty acid, and rest of the natural fats and oil, it is available in ester form. Fatty acid occurred in natural fats are usually straight chain derivative containing even number of the carbon atom. So very important topic is here. So whatever the fatty acids occur in natural fat, it is a straight chain derivative containing the even number of carbon atom, means 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 number of carbon atom. So generally in natural fat, even number of the carbon atom containing fatty acids are present. The chain may be saturated or unsaturated. Now, saturated means no double bond is present. Unsaturated means containing one or more double bond. So whatever fatty acid chain is present in natural fat, so it may be saturated. Saturated means no double bond. Unsaturated means one or more double bonds are present. Now, classification of fatty acid according to the nature of the hydrophobic chain. Now, what do you mean by hydrophobic chain? So, say for example, This is one of the structure of the fatty acids. So if we'll count the carbon, so one, two, three, four, 5, 6, and 7. So it is a heptanoic acids. Okay. So it also having a polar as well as the non-polar part, but non-polar part, non-polar carbon chain is more. So due to that, this group is called hydrophobic chain. So according to the nature of the hydrophobic chain, so it may be saturated fatty acid, unsaturated, branch chain, and substituted fatty acid. Saturated fatty acid do not contain double bond, while unsaturated fatty acid contain the double bond. Let us start with the saturated fatty acid. So saturated fatty acid where it start with the acetic acid, where CH3COOH its structures. Only two carbon are present and it is a first member of the series in which CH2 group is progressively added between the methyl group and carboxylic acid group. Okay. In saturated fatty acid, first member is acetic acid. You have to remember, and rest of the fatty acid methylene group is progressively added. So let us understand by the valeric acid. So valeric acid containing 5 carbon, it is also called pentanoic acid. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So carbon number 1 is a carboxylic acid, carbonyl carbon. Carbon number 5, it's a terminal methyl group. So in between these two, three methylene group are present. So this is called progressively add methylene group. So this is example of valeric acid. It is a common name, and IUPAC nomenclature is N-pentanoic acid. Fatty acid in biological system contain an even number of the carbon atoms. So as we discussed earlier, in biological system in natural form, it is available in even number of the carbon atom, typically in between carbon number 14 to 24, and 16 and 18 carbon fatty acids are more common and more commonly found in the biological system. That you have to remember. In many competitive examinations, this question might be asked. The hydrocarbon chain is almost invariably unbranched in the animal fatty acids. Okay. In most of the fatty acid, the whatever the hydrocarbon chain is there, which is a unbranched. Okay. No branching, no further substitution is there. Few branch chain fatty acids also have been isolated from both plant as well as the animal sources that we will discuss in later on. Now, example of saturated fatty acids are acetic acid. So it is called systematic or IUPAC nomenclature is ethanoic acid. 2 colon 0, it's abbreviations, and CH3COOH, it's a structure. What do you mean by 2 colon 0? So 2 means number of the carbon. So here 2 carbon are present, so that's why 2, and 0 indicate the number of double bond. So here in saturated fatty acid, no any double bond is present, hence all values are in 0. Let us take another example, caproic acid. It's a 6 carbon chain. The systemic name is N-hexanoic acids. So why 6? Because of 1 plus 4, 5 plus 1 methyl group, 6. So in between methyl group and carboxylic acid, 4 CH2 group are present in caproic acid as well as the hexanoic acid. So fatty acid can be also abbreviated by these way. Okay. So in exam like 3 colon 0. So what it indicate? So it indicate 3 carbon are present in fatty acid where first carbon is carboxylic acid carbon, terminal carbon is a methyl group, and in between these two carbon methylene group is present. So this is how you can draw the structure based on the abbreviation of the fatty acids. Unsaturated fatty acids, so it is divided as follow. So first is a mono unsaturated. So as name indicate, mono means one. So one double bond is present. Here I have already mentioned one double bond is present, which is called mono unsaturated, monoethanoid, or monoenoic system. Polyunsaturated, it is called polyethanoid, polyenoic, or it contains two or more double bond. The configuration of the double bond in most unsaturated fatty acids are cis form. Again, very important in exam question, like in majority or in most of the unsaturated fatty acid, the stereochemistry is, so it is available in cis form. And the double bond in polyunsaturated fatty acids are separated by the one methylene group. So as we discussed, so let us discuss saturated fatty acid. That means it doesn't contain any double bond. It is also not appear in this saturated fatty acid. Monounsaturated means it contain one double bond, so it is present at here. And polyunsaturated means it having a more than one double bond. So here there is a double bond and here there is a double bond, and both the double bond is separated by one methylene group. Then and then only it is called polyunsaturated fatty acids. So let us start with the nomenclature of the fatty acids. So the systematic name for the fatty acid is derived from the name of the parent hydrocarbon by the substitution of the oic acid for the final E. So what it indicates? For example, C18 saturated fatty acids. Okay. So 18 carbon chain containing fatty acid, so which is called octadecane as a parent hydrocarbon. So first we have to give a name of the parent hydrocarbon. So here octadecane is a parent hydrocarbon, and last of the carbon where carboxylic acid group is attached in fatty acids. So as we all know that oic acid is a suffix for carboxylic acid and it having a priority in nomenclature system. So oic acid is comes at end of the nomenclature. So where E is removed and oic acid is added. So that's why it is called octadecanoic acid. So this is a steric acids. So if you count, then it's a carbon number 1 and this is a carbon number 8. So basic skeleton is octadecane where carboxylic acid group is attached. So for that suffix is oic acid where we can remove the E and add oic acid. So this is the structure of octadecanoic acid and common name is stearic acid. C18 fatty acid with one double bond is called octadecanoic acid. Here A is replaced by E. If two double bond is present, then for two we can use the prefix di. So it is called dienoic acid. So before E we should add di. If three double bond are present, we should add dienoic acid. So it's a octadecanoic acid, octadeca dienoic acid, octadeca trinoic acids. Let us understand by the example. So this is 18 carbon chain fatty acid containing double bond in between 9 and 10. So how it can be represented? So number of double bond is 1. Number of carbon is 18. So we can write in this manner 18 colon 1. So what 18 indicate? Total number of carbon in the structure. So 18 carbon are there. What 1 indicate? So number of the double bond. So number of double bond is 1 in between 9 to 10. So what this delta in superscript 9 indicates? So delta in nomenclature of the fatty acid, it indicate the position of the double bond. Okay, and 9 from where double bond is start. So you can write down delta 9 octadecanoic acid, 18 column 1, that means 18 number of the carbon chain, one double bond is present, and position of double bond in between 9 to 10. And this is a cis form. Another example where two double bond are present, one at 9, this is 10, 11 and 12. Okay. So 18 colon 2, that means total number of carbon are 18 to indicate the number of double bond. So two double bond are there. So 18 column 2, delta 9 comma 12. So delta indicate the double bond. 9 and 12, that is a position of the double bond from where double bond is start. So as two double bonds are there, which is called octadeca dienoic acid. Let us discuss another example, the structure containing three double bond. One is at 9 position, another is at 12 positions and 15 positions. So 18 colon 3 that indicate total carbon present in the fatty acids are 18. 3 means 3 double bond are present. Delta means double bond, and 9, 12 and 15 from where double bond is start. You can also interpret the structures like double bond in between 9 to 10 carbon, 12 to 13 carbon, 15 to 16 carbon. And the name is octadeca trienoic acid because of 3 double bond are present. So this is a nomenclature system for fatty acids. Now, as I already discussed, 18 colon 0 denote the C18 fatty acid with no double bond, and 18 colon 2 signifies there are two double bond present in the structure. Now, carbon atom are number from the carboxyl group in fatty acids. So, first number it should be given to the carbonyl carbon of the carboxylic acids. Then after number 2, number 3, number 4 is given. You can also give alpha, beta, gamma. Okay. And the terminal methyl carbon, which is called N carbon, or you can also write down omega carbon. Very important. From these carbon, we can give a nomenclature to omega fatty acids. So what do you mean by omega and N? So whatever the terminal methyl group means CH3 group, so which is called omega carbon or N carbon. The position of the double bond in fatty acid is represented by delta followed by the superscript number. That means delta 9 means there is a double bond in between 9 to 10 carbon. So as I discussed, delta 9 indicate the double bond between 9 and 10 position of the fatty acids. Alternatively, the position of the double bond can be denoted by counting from the distal end with the omega carbon atom. So omega carbon atom means methyl group. Okay, and methyl carbon is considered as a number one when we are giving a nomenclature to omega fatty acids. Omega 9 indicate the double bond on the ninth carbon counting from the omega carbon. Omega carbon means methyl carbon. So let us discuss what do you mean by omega 6. So this is a methyl carbon, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5 and number 6. So if you are counting from methyl carbon to carboxylic acid side, so at number 6 double bond is start, double bond first appear, so it is called omega 6 fatty acid. Same way, number 1, number 2 and number 3. So first double bond is appeared at third position, so it is called omega 3 fatty acids. Now one more counting, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. On 6 and on 9 there is also double bond, but we cannot say it is omega 6 and omega 9. We have to consider appearance of the first double bond in carbon chain. So in this structure it is appeared at third number of the carbon, where when we are counting from the distal end or omega carbon, so it is called omega 3 fatty acids, and here it is called omega 6 fatty acid. So while we are giving a nomenclature to omega fatty acid, we have to give a numbering from distal end, or you can say methyl carbon, or you can say omega carbon. While assigning a IUPAC nomenclature or systemic nomenclature to fatty acids, so we are giving a nomenclature to carboxylic acid carbon. Okay. So this is the structure of the linoleic acids, where 9 and 10 there is a double bond octadecanoic acids, octadecadenoic acid, which is a part of omega 6. Again linolenic acid, which containing a 3 double bond 9, 12, 15 octadeca trienoic acid. Here there is a mistake in the nomenclatures. In animal, additional double bonds are introduced only between the existing bond like 9, 6 and 3 and the carbonyl carbon, leading to three series of the fatty acids are very well common: omega 9, omega 6 and omega 3 family respectively. Now let us start with the unsaturated fatty acids. So unsaturated fatty acid means fatty acid containing one or more double bond. So monoenoic acid, that means it contain one double bond. So 16 colon 1 semicolon 9. So what it indicates? So 16 indicate the number of carbon atom present in the structure. 1 indicate the number of double bond. So one double bond is present and 9 indicate the position of the double bond. So double bond in the structure, it is in between 9 to 10 positions. Family is omega 7 family. The name of the compound is palmitoleic acids and another systematic nomenclature is cis-9 hexadecanoic acids. Another is 18 colon 1 semicolon 9. So 18 means number of the carbon atom, 1 means the number of the double bond, and 9 indicate the position of the double bond. Example is oleic acids. So it is available in cis form and trans form of the oleic acid, which is called elladic acids. So that you have to remember. So in oleic acids, so if you count from here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So at 9 number of the carbon when we are counting from the omega carbon, so it's called omega 9 fatty acids. And almost all fatty acids are available in cis form, only elladic acid which is available in trans form, that you have to remember. Next is dinoic acid containing two double bond. So 18 colon 2 semicolon 9 comma 12. So 18 means number of the carbon present in the fatty acid. So here total 18 carbon are present. Two, that means two double bond. One is at 9, another is at 12. So for presenting the double bond, you have to give a numbering from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. 10, 11, 12 and 13. So here there is also one double bond. This is the structure of the linoleic acids which is considered as a omega 6. So why it is omega 6? So count from here. So here there is a double bond. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and here it's a 6. So that's why it is called omega 6 fatty acids. In example, which of the following is a monoenoic acid? So palmitoleic acids, oleic acid and elladic acids. Which of the following is a dinoic acid? So linoleic acid is a dinoic acid. Next is a trinoic acid. So as name indicate, tri means three double bonds are present. The example are gamma linolenic acids and alpha linolenic acids. So whenever linolenic acids are there, it is a trinoic acid. Same way 18 colon 3 means 18 number of carbon present, 3 means 3 double bond and 6, 9, 12 are present, position of the double bond. Next is a tetranoic acid. So tetranoic acid containing 4 double bond. So total number of carbon present in tetranoic acids are 20. 4 indicate the number of double bonds and 5, 8, 11 and 14 are position of the double bond. If you count from here 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 there is a double bond, 6, 7, 8 there is a double bond, 9, 10, 11 there is a double bond, 12, 13 and 14 there is a double bond. So double bond generally start at carbon number 5, 8, 11 and 14. So this is called tetraenoic acid. 4 double bond are present and it is called omega 6. So why? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. On 6 number of carbon counting from the omega carbon there is a double bond. So that's why it is called omega 6 fatty acid which is a arachidonic acids and all are available in cis form. Another is pentaenoic acid where 5 double bond are present which is comes under omega 3 and hymnodoic acid is example. Next is hexanoic acids. Carbonic acid is example of the hexanoic acid. So this is a structure of the hexanoic acid where 6 double bond are present, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, which is comes under omega 3 fatty acid because of 1, 2, and third number of the carbon there is a double bond start. So this is all about the unsaturated fatty acid classifications. Now next is omega 3 and omega 6 fatty acids. So what is omega 3? What is omega 6? We already discussed. So say for example, this is 18 carbon chain is there. So terminal carbon which is called omega carbon, that we should give a number 1, 2, and 3. So on third number of the carbon double bond start. So this is called omega 3 fatty acids. Same way these all are omega 3 fatty acid and these all are omega 6 fatty acids. Example that we already discussed, linoleic acid and arachidonic acids. Both are the example of omega 6 fatty acids, while alpha linolenic acids, eicosapentaenoic acid and docosahexaenoic acid. These three are the omega 3 fatty acid. Again, it is very important. Arachidonic acid is comes under dash omega fatty acid, so it's omega 6 fatty acid. Same way, linoleic acid is comes under omega 6 fatty acids. So such kind of questions might be asked. Now cis and trans isomerism in unsaturated fatty acids. So depending on the orientation of the radicals around the axis of the double bond, we can give a cis as well as the trans. So if radicals are on the same side of the double bond, that means it's a cis form. If it is on opposite side of the double bond, then it is a trans form. So as we discussed the example of oleic acid and elydic acid, which is a monoenoic acid, where oleic acid is a cis form and elydic acid is a trans form. So here you can easily observe that this is a oleic acid, here two hydrogen are there. So both the hydrogen are on same side and these two carbon chain on same side. So that's why it is called cis form. Here you can clearly observe that both the hydrogen are opposite to each other, or you can say trans to each other. So elydic acid is a trans form of the oleic acid or monoenoic acids. So this is called cis and trans isomerism in unsaturated fatty acids. So as we discussed earlier, majority of the fatty acids are in cis form except few like elydic acids. Cis-trans isomerism in unsaturated fatty acids. So hydrocarbon chain in saturated fatty acids are fairly straight and can pack closely together. So this is a hydrocarbon chain that is present in the fatty acid, which is a straight and pack closely together and making these fats solid at the room temperatures. Oil mostly from the plant sources having a some double bonds between some of the carbon in hydrocarbon tail causing the kings in the shape of the molecule. Kings means bending of the molecules. So say for example oleic acids, so one double bond is present, so it is slightly kings or bending is there. Same way arachidonic acids, so four double bond are present, so it is completely kings or completely bent. Same way linoleic acid, two double bonds are present, so it is more bending, more kinking compared to the oleic acids. And as increase the number of cis double bond in fatty acids, that leads to variety of the possible spatial configuration of the molecules. For example, arachidonic acid with 4 cis double bond has a King's or U shape that you can easily observe. So whenever cis double bond is increasing in any fatty acid structures, so its shapes are become a bending, which is effect is called King's. So this is the structure of the arachidonic acid where all double bond are in cis form. So due to that structure is totally bent and it is available in U shape. Branch chain fatty acids. So the examples are phytinic acid present in the butter, which is called branch chain fatty acid where methyl branching is there. Sebum also contain branch chain fatty acids. So let me clear sebum, that is a oily or waxy substance released from subcutaneous gland and which provide or which protect the our skin and provide a moisture to our the skin. There are maybe even or odd chain fatty acids in branch chain. Even chain fatty acids are predominantly present in natural fat. So this is the structure of the phytanic acids. Next is a cyclic fatty acids. So two cyclic fatty acids are there where cyclopentane ring is present. Tolmogric acids, while 12 carbon, 12 methylene group are present in between acid and terminal methyl group. And next is a hydrocarbic acid where 10 methylene groups are there. So say for example, this is a cyclic ring and this is a carboxylic acid group. So in between these two, suppose 10 methylene group are there, then it is a hydrocarbic acid, and 12 methylene group are there which is called chalmogric acid. And the application of these both fatty acids, so which is used in leprosy, which is a kind of the skin infection caused by microbacteria leprae, and it is used since ancient time. And next is a substituted fatty acids. So the example are is arabgronic acid where hydroxy group is there as a substituent. So this is a substituted fatty acid where hydroxy group is substituted on one of the carbon. Next is a classification of fatty acid based on the length of the hydrophobic chain. So short chain fatty acid, that means it contain 2 to 6 carbon. Medium chain fatty acid, that means it contain 8 to 14 carbon. Long chain means it contains 16 to 18 carbon, and very long chain, that means 20 or more carbon atom. So this is a classification of the fatty acid based on the length of the hydrophobic chain. Now let us talk to essential fatty acids. So essential means in our body it is required for certain functions. So like polyunsaturated fatty acids like linoleic acid and linolenic acids are essential for the normal life functions of our body, and therefore they are characterized as essential fatty acids. So linoleic acid and linolenic are polyunsaturated fatty acid and which is comes under essential fatty acids. Next is arachidonic acids is also considered as a semi-essential fatty acid since it can be synthesized from the linoleic acid. Again, very important questions. Arachidonic is synthesized from the linolenic acid. That's why it is considered as a semi-essential fatty acids. Essential polyunsaturated fatty acid can be classified as belong to one of the two family. One is a omega 6 as well as the omega 3 family. And fatty acid belong to these two family differ not only their chemistry but also their natural occurrence and biological functions. So both family having a different biological function. Now significance of the essential fatty acids. So it is a component of the cell membranes as well as the structural elements of the gonads and mitochondrial membrane. Okay, so essential fatty acid is a component of the cell membrane as well as the structural element of the gonads and mitochondrial membrane. It is required for brain growth and the development. It is a precursor of the eicosanoids. It play important role in the vision. It also having a cardioprotective role like HDL. It is good fatty acids or good lipids which decrease the serum cholesterol and increase the HDL level, while LDL, which is called low density lipoprotein, VLDL, very low density lipoprotein, and triglycerides are not good for our body, but HDL, which is very good for our body. It also prevent essential fatty acid also prevent the fatty liver formations, and deficiency of the essential polyunsaturated fatty acid may cause variety of the symptom including the retarded growth in the children, reduce the fertility and pathogenic change in the skin. So these all are the important significance of essential fatty acid.